Hi, Rick Rafters here, and this video will give you a bit of an example of how to record sightings of birds, plants, animals and that type of thing on biodiversity websites. In particular, we'll be looking at iNaturalist, but hopefully this will give you some ideas for other sites as well. Now, a number of people have in the past used the Atlas of Living Australia, which is the website that I have up on screen at the moment, but as you'll notice here, the Atlas of Living Australia is now managing the Australian node of iNaturalist, so we're going to actually use iNaturalist being the site that we put our recordings on. So we'll pop across to that site now, and that's this home screen. If you don't have an account, you would join the largest group of naturalists in the world simply by doing your email, username, passwords, etc., and consenting it and creating an account. So I already have an account, so I'm not going to worry about doing that, and I'll just go into the account and log in, and we'll see how easy it is to put things up there. Okay, so here's my account. And this is my home page, profile, observations that I have made and in the past. They're all there, 176 of them at the moment, 91 species. Go back to the dashboard. I can edit my observations if I choose to do so, which they're all here. Here's a map of where they have been recorded if I wanted to go in and have a look at a closer one, for example. These are the areas that I sort of tend to hang out with my camera. So that's what I would do there. Now the other thing too, this is on iNaturalist, that you can have projects, and we've set a couple of projects up in iNaturalist. One's for the Friends of Cura, and to join this project then you have to be a financial member of the Friends of Cura. But this is to record all the sightings in the birds area that any of the financial members of the Friends of Cura make. And we've also set up another project called the Birds of Loddon South, and this is simply to anybody who puts an observation of a bird into this area, which is, you know, the Loddon South area, but you can do the same for your area as well. It will show all the birds that have been recorded in that area. So if you're looking for a particular bird, it can be very useful because you can go in, look for the particular species, and then see on the map where some of those species have been found. Okay, so now let's go and have a look at how to upload some images, or some sightings I should say. So you can either choose the files by clicking on choose and then go to, you know, your pictures, my bush thing, 100 DPIs, the temp file, and I've got files here that I can upload. But the easiest way I find to do it is I just drag them in, if I can. And I'm just going to select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 images here, and I'm just dragging those in and I'm just dropping them there straight away. So you can see the images that come up. Now, although you pick all of the images, you can, once they have been loaded, double them up. So you can see that it's starting to fill the information in the date and the area where that was located. But what I can do, because these two photos of kangaroos, for example, were taken very close to each other, and they're both shots of eastern grey kangaroos, I can drag this photo over across into that one, and then you can see it's got one of two. So if you've got a bird photo or a plant and you've got several shots of the same item, bird, plant, animal, whatever it happens to be, you can actually drag them one on top of the other, and you can have, you know, 10 photos, but just for the one sighting, so it can save a lot of mucking around. Now you can see that this has filled out Loddon South, Victoria, because my camera records the GPS data. If you don't have a camera that records the GPS data, you can actually call up this on the pin there and go in here and like there, for example, and just click on the map, and it puts in the latitude and the longitude, and you can update the observation. All right. So I'm going to cancel that because I don't need to do that. The other way of doing it is to have your data already recorded on your photos, and there's another video on my YouTube channel which shows you how to do that using Google Maps. So that's why you've got it on your photo when it's uploaded, and on your photo on your computer as well, not just on iNaturalist. So we'll cancel out of there. This is just a blackbird, but there you can click on the species, and iNaturalist is pretty good at identifying different animals and birds with its artificial intelligence system, which it does by use of the images, and it is a blackbird, so I'll just click on yes, that's correct. This one, we'll click here and it's loading the suggestions again. Eastern grey kangaroo, correct, that's right. They don't always get them right. Sometimes you'll have to put them in yourself. This it says with plumed honeyeaters, and it is a white plumed honeyeater that we've got there, so that one's good too. And here, let's see if it pulls up the yellow rump thornbill. It certainly does. So it's got the right one there as well. So that's good. So they are all there. You can set the location to obscured or private if they are particularly unusual species that you want to keep a little bit private. But these ones aren't any big deal, so just going to leave them as public. I've got tags on them of Wedderburn already, but I can put another tag of birds. But I've got a kangaroo in there, so I better not do that. So I'll just leave it as Wedderburn, and you can add them to projects if you've got projects that you want to particularly add them to that you've started of your own. So look, this is a really, really handy system, and it's really easy to use to upload photos and to identify them. The great thing about iNaturalist too is that everything that is uploaded has to be endorsed by somebody else. Usually it requires two people to agree to your identification in order to have it classified as research grade. So that's really good because it means that the images of a lot of the birds, for example, are getting other people's authority in endorsement of the sightings that you have made, which can be very useful. So really good from that point of view. It's a great thing to get involved with, and I would encourage you to do it. So I'm going to submit these 4 observations now. Saving them, they're all there, and it'll go back to my list of my observations. There, you can see that it's got them there, and over here, this is what I mean. It needs ID. All of these 4 need ID, but the ones that have been down here previously, like this yellow-tufted honeyeater, it's been classified as research grade because other people have agreed with my identifications of those. So that's how iNaturalist works, and it has a community with the forum where you can ask questions and all sorts of things. It's just a really, really great site in my opinion. So I hope that's helped you, and please visit my site bushsong.com.au, or certainly add some comments to the video and ask any questions that you might have, and I'll be more than happy to respond to you. Cheers.